So it's cruise day today.
That's right. Today we are getting on Norwegian Aqua, NCL's newest ship. This is our first time sailing with Norwegian, so we're really curious to see how it compares, since we've always been loyal to Royal Cruises. And for me, this is a bit of a trifecta: a brand new ship, a new cruise line, and sailing out of New York for the very first time. This ship has the world's first slide coaster, and it also builds on a lot of features that people like from Prima and Viva. And I've always wanted to experience that iconic Sailaway, passing right by the Statue of Liberty as we head out to sea. So, are you ready to come along? Let's go! Good morning, fellow travelers. Welcome back to my channel, Ken Travels 360. I'm Ken.
And I'm Steve.
We're just getting ready to check out of our hotel, the Moor, here in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City. This is actually a pretty good hotel in the heart of Chelsea, and we've managed to secure a very good rate when we booked it a year ago.
Well, it was under $200 a night, which in Manhattan is quite a bargain.
We actually arrived last night after a long flight from London Heathrow. I was a bit jet-lagged this morning, so we went on a little stroll along the High Line nearby. But now it's time to check out, and we're ready to head over to the Manhattan Cruise Terminal to join our cruise. So let's grab an Uber and get going. Well, our Uber is waiting just right outside our hotel. We're in the Uber now. We did the online check-in on the Norwegian app 21 days ago, right when check-in opened. And we managed to get a 10 a.m. check-in slot. Unfortunately, we got stuck in a long traffic jam near the hotel, and we barely moved for ages. Once we finally reached 12th Avenue, things started flowing again. It was meant to be a quick ride. The hotel's only about 3 miles from the cruise terminal, but the congestion pushed the fare from an estimated $22 all the way up to $52. Finally, we arrived at Pier 88, and there it is, Norwegian Aqua. We just arrived. So first we have to pass through security. It's a small line, but not too bad. While the security was pretty quick, there's a long line for check-in though.
Can I have your passport?
Sure.
Because you have ESTA?
Yes. Right, we just checked in. The security was actually really fast, only took a minute, but the check-in was a little bit chaotic. It took like 5-10 minutes wait. As usual, they check your ESTA, so we printed our copy and it makes it much easier. Right, it looks like we are getting our photo taken now. Yeah, we got our photo taken. Our room is 10148. Well, the cruise terminal is just next to the Intrepid Museum. You can see the Intrepid aircraft carrier and also the Concorde behind. Right, we've got our room cards and we've been given the boarding group card number 37. And it has been like 30-45 minutes now. It's taken a very long time to get onto the ship. They started with those with status, I think ambassador, diamond, all these different levels. And then it's platinum, and then those who have purchased priority access. Now they just started with boarding group number 1. It's definitely taking quite a long time. Normally, when we go on a Royal Caribbean cruise, we check in and then we get to get on the ship immediately. So this is quite a bit of a difference. We're getting on the ship. But finally, we're getting on. It's been quite a long wait, isn't it? We sat there for over an hour, but we are about to step on board. And we are on board. We're on board Norwegian Aqua. Wow, we are on board, and this is the atrium. Okay, the ship feels so fresh and modern. The design is really stylish, with lots of open spaces, and it's almost have this brand new ship smell about it. Everything feels really polished. But before we get too distracted, we must go to make a specialty dining reservation first. Normally, you should be able to book your specialty dining online before the cruise. But apparently, Aqua has a completely new reservation system, as well as a back end, and they are completely different from all the other NCL ships. So until they integrate it, you have to join the line to make the reservations. So I done the research, thinking that we either have to book our dinner reservation at the theater or Hudson. But while we were queuing, we were told by some other cruisers that actually it's now live and you could book on your app. And we did that. But now that we got all these formalities done, I think it's time we go have something to eat. Right, we are quite hungry now. If you have seen my previous videos, you know we always head straight to the buffet for the embarkation day lunch. And on Aqua, the buffet restaurant is called the Surfside Cafe and Grill, which is up on deck 17. But we're not gonna do that today. We've got plenty of time to try that. Instead, we're heading to the Indulge food hall. I've read quite a bit about it and I've seen videos and I'm really eager to try it out. So we're in the Indulge food hall now. First thing, we got to find a table. So Norwegian Cruise Line introduced this food hall concept on their Premier class ships, and it's got lots of positive reviews, and I think many cruise lines are copying them. So what do? You first find a table in the sitting area, which is actually quite difficult, there's so many people, and then you order your item from an iPad here. Then the food will be brought to you when it's ready. It's kind of like a buffet, but it's prepared fresh for you. This one is gnocchi and tilapia. And Steve got some turkey breast as well. Well, since we got the limited beverage package, we got some apple spritz. Cheers. The food is quite good. It's a nice change, not going to the buffet and then just have food delivered to your table. We're now at the Indulge Outdoor Lounge. We just had our lunch, and out here there is a outdoor area where you can sunbathe. In fact, we find a free sunbed here. Well, we got a good view of the Intrepid Museum here. You can see the Intrepid itself, which is the aircraft carrier, and there are lots of fighters and bombers on the top deck of Intrepid as well. We just announced that our rooms are now ready, so we're going to check our room. So room is 10148, which is on the port side, so I believe it's this direction. 10150. Here it is. Wow. So we're staying in stateroom 10148, which is a standard balcony room. It's located on the port side near the forward lift. I won't go into all the details here because I'll be sharing a separate full room tour video next time. That way, if you are thinking about booking a balcony cabin on Norwegian Aqua, you'll be able to see exactly what you'll get. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll link it on the end screen once it's live. For now, let's head back out and check out more of the ship. Right, we're now going up to deck 16 to check out the gym and the spa. Well, here we are at the Mandara Spa and Salon. It feels calm and quiet as soon as you walk in. The entrance is here on deck 16, but most of the spa is actually down on one level on deck 15. We'll go check out both anyway. Right at the front is the salon area, which looks really smart and modern. There's a barber shop for men, offering haircuts and grooming services. which is great if you want a quick tidy up during the cruise. Next to it is the hair salon for women, which offers everything from styling and coloring to blow dries and treatments. I also noticed several stations for manicures and pedicures, so there are plenty of ways to enjoy a bit of pampering at sea. As we walk further in, there are corridors lined with different treatment rooms. They offer not just massages and facials, but also more advanced options. I saw signs for Medi-Spa and even IV therapy, which is quite modern for a cruise ship spa. Well, the big highlight here is the thermal suite. We are lucky to see it today because it's the open house day. Normally, you need to buy a pass to come in here, and I've heard they sell out really quickly. So if this is something you would like to use during your cruise, you want to book it as early as possible. Now, the first thing you'll notice is this large thalassotherapy pool in the middle. It looks really inviting, very zen looking. There's even a built-in jacuzzi area, which looks like a perfect place to just float and relax. Surrounding the pool are rows of heated stone lounges, and I've noticed these marble benches here as well. I think they're also gently warm as well, so you can actually just stretch and completely unwind. Well, heading further into the thermal suite, you'll find a whole range of different thermal experiences. Well, here we have an aromatic steam room. Oh, it's a really nice smell. Oh, wow. And then over here, we've got two saunas. On this side, you've got a charcoal sauna, and this side, we have the Finnish sauna. It's working. Whoa, it's so hot. There's also a salt room, a clay sauna, and an experiential shower, which is basically a multi-sensory shower experience with different water pressures, lighting, and aromas that simulate things like tropical rain or a cool mist. There's also an ice room to cool off after heat treatments, which helps improve circulation and aids recovery. Further forward, right at the front of Deck 15, is the Thermal Lounge. It's a quiet area with lounges and day beds, some of them heated. It's a nice place to relax and take in the ocean views through the big front windows. I can see how this would be a peaceful place to spend a sea day, especially if you're looking for somewhere calm away from the busy outdoor decks. You can only get access to this area if you got the Thermal Suite pass. Well, here we have the Pulse Fitness Center. Let's check it out. The gym faces forward, so you get these amazing views over the bow while you're working out. It's got loads of cardio and resistance machines, plus a solid range of free weights too. Overall, both the thermal spa and the gym are really nicely done. Everything feels modern and well looked after. Well, it's now 4 p.m. sail away time. Sailing out of Manhattan is one of the most iconic departures in the world. Even though we've got a balcony, I want the 360 degrees view, so we're heading up to the top deck. This is deck 19. Well, the first thing you can see is the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum, which is actually just a couple of piers south of the cruise terminal. From the ship, you will spot the Intrepid aircraft carrier, which is the museum itself, and a Concorde jet parked on the pier. There's also the Space Shuttle Enterprise inside the pavilion, but obviously we can't see it. There are also various military planes and helicopters displayed on the flight deck. Well, as we start to pull away from the pier, you immediately get this view of Midtown Manhattan. The skyline really dominates here, and you can pick out the Empire State Building and all the towers stacked behind it. Now, next, you have the Hudson Yards along the waterfront. That's the modern cluster of glass towers, and at the base is vessel the honeycomb-shaped structure that's become one of the city's newest landmarks. You can also spot Edge up there. It's a glass-floored observation deck that sticks out from the tower. We're planning to actually visit both Edge and Vessel after the cruise, so if you want to follow along on that adventure, make sure you hit subscribe and give this video a like. You won't want to miss it. As the ship sails down the Hudson River, the view now opens up towards lower Manhattan. You can see One World Trade Center towering above the financial district, and it's really striking from this perspective. Now the attention is shifting to the other side because, first of all, you will see Ellis Island. For millions of immigrants, this was their first step into America. And you know what's coming next. Yes, of course, the Statue of Liberty. We've been up the ground and also seen it from the ground. But sailing past on a ship like this is a different feeling altogether. It's definitely the iconic moment. Now, if you were wondering why we would fly all the way from London to New York just to sail to Bermuda instead of flying straight there, well, this right here is why. This is a moment that will stay with us forever. After passing the Statue of Liberty, there is still one more highlight on this Sailaway. As we head out towards the Atlantic, the Verrazzano-Narrows Bridge comes into view. It's my first time seeing it in person, and from the video that I've watched before, it will look like the ship is just going to scrape underneath, even though there's actually plenty of clearance.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10, 9, 7,
And with that, we're officially on our way to Bermuda. Well, finally, the city gradually fades behind us as we enter the open waters of the Atlantic. This sailaway has been incredible, probably the most iconic one we've ever done. I'll even say it rivals our experience sailing out of central London, passing under Tower Bridge. There's something about leaving a world-famous city behind with all the history and energy still visible on the skyline. So it's dinner time, and tonight we're gonna try Hudson's on deck 7. Oh, quite a beautiful dining room, isn't it? Well, because we got the drink package, we've ordered a glass of Prosecco. Cheers! It's slightly sweet. It's extra dry Prosecco, but yeah, it's alright. So this is the menu for tonight. So every day there are some classic entrees you can get, and there's also today's features entrees. Right, our starter has finally arrived. Steve has ordered the Caesar salad. And I've gone for the cheese ravioli with lobster cream sauce. Right, so let's try this ravioli. Not bad. So the main course has arrived. So Steve's had gone for spare ribs. Is it good?
The spare ribs are good, the rest is not.
And I've gone for the New York strip steak. It's quite a big slab of meat. It's rather salty, but otherwise it's reasonably okay. Well, we just finished a dinner. Let's have a look at the sunset. It's beautiful out there. So we're at the Aqua Theatre and nightclub for the Welcome Aboard show. I found the Welcome Aboard show to be pretty weak. It's the usual cruise entertainment, nothing too exciting. Hopefully, things will pick up over the next few days. To be fair, unless it's Royal Caribbean, most cruise lines don't put on their best shows on their first night anyway, since a lot of the cruisers are still tired from traveling. Anyway, after this, we're heading to Sid Norman's Poor House for the opening night karaoke. What would I do without your smart mouth? Joining me in and you kicking me out. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. All your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me. I give my all to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right.
We've just got back to our cabin after dinner and entertainment. It's been a long day and I hope you've enjoyed that incredible sail away. It's now time for us to get some rest and recharge before exploring even more tomorrow, when we'll really dive into the activities and see what Norwegian Aqua has to offer. I'll see you in the next one. Good night.